Cisco Kodo. Mornings 9 to 11. 890 AM. WLS. Now back to Roe and Roeper.
Off the text line at 68683. Text, that's your address, 68683. Then type in RR and whatever you want to say. Keep it to under 140 characters, and the dirtier the better. Use the ground carp as a source of protein in livestock feed to replace some of the soybean meal that is already being used.
There you go.
We just tried Asian carp. Now, again, we had one of the finest chefs in Chicago do it for us.
Yes.
And spend 8 hours on one fish.
Deboning.
And it was quite good.
All right.
But
he was explaining the process. Then we sent the first shift home because we were getting into overtime. Like, wow.
And we're picturing this on the banks of the Chicago River as poor people wait for their supper.
yeah, I think the Asian carp, we're just going to have to use it as a team mascot and just move on from there. You know,
The chef, the way he was describing the skeletal configuration, it sounded a lot like that thing that came out of John Hurt's midsection in Alien.
it was, yes, it was, and I experienced one of the bones, and it was an unpleasant
Oh,
bone.
you're a real hero.
You're alive.
That's because I caught it in time, Christine.
Oh, thank God.
My God, Richard almost had to pull out a penknife to give me a tracheotomy like MASH.
They would totally have to outlaw that at any correctional institute, because you could bring someone an Asian carp and they could fashion a 6-inch shiv from the bones
It looks like a knife.
in the thing. I believe Dillinger used the Asian carp bone to facilitate one of his escapes. Indiana, I think it was, right, Jim? Yeah. That's right.
You could cut somebody with that deal. That is a bad deal.
It was a serious bone.
By the way, coming up Wednesday on the program, our exclusive interview with Elton John. Elton John will be on the show on Wednesday. That's a big moment right here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Exclusive radio interview in Chicago. All right. Now, this is upsetting to me because PETA's all upset at the circus again. And I've never understood this deal. There's a reason they call it the circus. PETA's war against Ringling Brothers escalated today when the animal rights group asked the feds to shut down the popular circus. Now, I know they're upset about the elephants and they're upset about the tigers and all of that. But what about the guy with the funny hair? That is his whole job is to be the master of ceremonies. What about him? Did they stop and think about him?
And the little people who come out of the clown car.
Yeah. What about them?
There are very specific skills that if there's no circus, when you say shot out of a cannon, that's the only place you can literally get shot out of a cannon. Where do you go? What do you do next?
They're accusing Ringling of elephant torture and brazen cover-ups. They've lied, they've tampered with evidence, they've thwarted the inspectors. Now, I'm told by people, especially by people in the circus, at Ringling Brothers, that they have the finest folk.
You talk to circus folk?
I talk to circus folk about this, and they say they have the finest elephant care program, because elephants are very... They have special needs.
Yeah, they want to be back in the Serengeti. I don't think this is, quite frankly.
In a letter...
Where's the fine part? Let around by your trunk with a hook.
Jim, I think they look like they're enjoying themselves.
That's what you tell the kids. Oh, honey, they love this.
They look like they're smiling.
They always say that, whether it's SeaWorld or a zoo, but they always say, oh, they're way happier here than they would be in the wild. Like, well, how do you know? Do you have a company survey every 6 months?
Well, we happen to learn that the hard way, that maybe that's not true at SeaWorld.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, I hope the animals are treated well. When you do see that parade, like they do it in Los Angeles, they do it in the middle of the night, and it just, they look kind of sad, the animals. They don't look like...
Well, they do it here. I mean, don't they do it here?
They do it here, too.
Yeah, I mean, they bring them out, they bring them in on a train or something, they take them off the train and they take them over to the United Center.
Parade them around.
Which, by the way, is more dangerous than being in the Serengeti.
It's like a scene from Spartacus or something, trailing all these animals and little people and men on stilts.
Yeah, when that elephant's going down Damon, right around Madison, you're like, hey, look out!
Pothole swallows one of the large ones.
I'd say the elephants all talk as they're getting off the train here in Chicago. Like, all right, stay close and move quickly.
Maybe that's what it is. It's sort of like,
Don't mess around. This is a tough neighborhood.
Yeah, it sounds like hunting season all the time here.
All right, so in the letter to PETA, or in the letter PETA demands of the Department of Agriculture that they close them down as of April 28th because of what they're calling abuse and violent treatment of the animals. We got to get them to pay attention, too. Now, and it says that they're teaching them tricks that are alien to their nature.
Really? Don't they have little stools in the Serengeti where they put the one foot on there?
You describe the circus. What's with a clown being shot out of a cannon?
Them tricks that are alien to their nature.
What's normal about being shot out of a cannon as a little person?
I watch like the Discovery Channel. I've seen lions chasing around men in red suits that have big hoops. That's natural. I thought the circus was exactly reproducing the wildlife experience.
Off a trapeze and missing the girl's hands and ending up down in a net imprinted on your brain.
I mean, you know what? For the Chinese contortionists, what else are they going to do? Let's sue China over that. Some woman who can literally, she can feed herself a grape with her feet from in back. I mean, somehow, I mean, that is.
See, now she's the one that would still get work elsewhere. That's the one that would still get work. There are other uses. She could, direct traffic. That is what I was saying, of course.
She'll be fine.
In both directions.
Oh, brother.
Well, and she does this all while balancing on her tongue. I mean, it's like the most. That is an incredible thing.
Yeah.
Those people are. I mean, everybody. This is for show business, and you got to remember, these elephants are now in show business. No one wants to give up show business once you get into it. And every once in a while, an animal trainer gets. I mean, listen, if the animals really don't want to be there, they'll let you know.
Every 6 years, they do go rogue.
Right. Yeah. You get that footage of the elephant rampaging, out through the tent and then crushing small cars.
People screaming.
It's horrible.
Shooting their kids' eyes.
Poor thing.
Right, and they should just let the elephant do whatever it's going to do, because it'll wear itself out, and then like teenagers, they'll come back into the house eventually.
Where's the elephant going to go?
Being shot to death with somebody's laundry across its face as it's gone through about 6 yards.
It's true.
Over it.
And it's always,
they don't have a tarp big enough.
They give this giant multi-ton beast some little name like, Fluffles. Unfortunately, did not survive. Yeah, they
had to put her down.
Horrible. You guys are terrible.
We just have fun.
terrible.
I like the circus.
It's a circus. The three-ring circus.
I don't happen to be with PETA on this. Maybe they're right, but I'm just so mad at PETA. I can't go with them. They said that they use electric prods. Well, how is he going to get their attention?
They have thick skin.
Yeah. I mean, they should be in radio.
Yeah, in our meetings.
Totally true.
And they said that they have a videotape of a tiger actually being whipped until it lost control of its innards.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Yeah. Like Tiger Woods. That would be the same sort of deal.
I'm sure the Circus Association have video of tigers and lions and elephants begging to join the circus someplace out there in the Serengeti.
Yeah, there's a line.
Yeah. But the positive is now you get, some B starlets and models who will do ads. I'd rather go naked than be in the circus. They just go along with that. They do all those ads.
That'll be good. That'll actually be the good side of this. Maybe I can see Jennifer Love Hewitt's bedazzled stuff down there. Let me ask you, if you did give them the opportunity between 3 hots and a cot, which is basically what these what the elephants and the tigers are getting, and going out in the Serengeti and just waiting to be eaten by something else that's faster.
Okay, that is true. When you watch how those species end up dying, it's not a pretty sight. Because everybody is a victim out there eventually, either through starvation or the tiger on your back like a necklace that won't go away until he eats through you.
Yeah, all right, stay.
So these are the options.
Yes, A or
B.
B.
The animal kingdom.
The Rokon Show with Richard Roeper, 890 AM, WLS.
What if $1 million house located anywhere in the continental U.S. could be yours for just $100? What if you became an instant cash millionaire? Interested? Call 1-800-CASTLE-2 or log on to 1-800-CASTLE2.com. The odds are amazing. 1 in 15 chances to win one of over 2,000 prizes valued at $1.5 million. That's right, 1 in 15 chances to win. Hurry. The deadline is Wednesday to enter to win the early bird draw to win